What's going on, everybody? I should put myself in a bigger screen here. There we go. Welcome to Popcorn Chicken. Hope everyone down south, our brethrens in the States, enjoying happy Thanksgiving. Hope you're fed well with your turkeys and your stuffings and your gravies and all the things that comes with it. Or if maybe you're doing a turducken. I've never done one. Maybe I'll do one today. Not today. Speaking of turduckens, I've got a duck and a chicken with me as a turkey hanging out. There they are, my turducken.
Who's
who? I'm the turkey. How do you got balloons? How'd you get balloons?
It's Thanksgiving. Balloons. I don't know how I do that. I want balloons coming out of my head. Go.
That's cool. You get like bubbles too, and like birthday confetti too.
It's not me though. It's StreamYard. It's like
There's certain gestures it picks up on the camera.
Like if you do a thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up.
No, it does it at the weirdest times.
Maybe it's an iPhone or Apple thing.
And how do you get balloons out of doing this?
I have no idea. People are like, just go on with the news, okay? Nobody cares about your balloons. If you wonder who that is, we should have played. Who guessed who that beard is? Right? We should have played that.
Yeah, we should have played.
Would have been good.
We should do a whole show like that.
Similar to mine.
Yeah.
He clearly saw me at some point and was like, yeah, I like that dude's beard.
Yeah, that's Mr. Jude.
What up, Darth?
Jude. How do you name someone Jude? Have you heard of anybody? Have you had any friends or family or acquaintances?
No, not Jude.
It's a famous Beatles song. Hey Jude.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea. Okay.
Yeah. Hey Jude. Yeah.
So do you think he's named after that?
No, because the song was written way before he was born, probably.
Yeah, he could be named after that.
Oh, named after that. Yeah, yeah.
I was like, wow, what? Okay, well, do you think so?
Oh, you meant? Well,
I'm gonna look that up whenever I have free time, which is probably never. Maybe. But I'll look it up. See if it was named after it. I would assume so, because I don't know anybody else named Jude.
No,
I know an organization named Jude. I say a hospital. Yes, I heard of that, but no. Anyways, why we have this in the background is because the highly anticipated Skeleton Crew for Star Wars is coming. I say highly anticipated with a bit of anxiety because of what we went through.
Not me. I had a lobotomy. That stuff's gone.
I had a lobotomy and it's gone.
I don't remember any of it.
I just need this to be okay. Do you know what I mean? I just need it to be a solid 7. And then I'm back on that train again.
Okay.
If it just below
all
7,
it takes is a 7 to get you there.
Well, hey, we got to keep our expectations low here, considering what we just had for the last year and a half of just bombs after bombs after bombs, right? Mm-hmm. So a 7 will go a long ways. I'm going to watch it with my kids over the holidays.
Nice. Yeah. Something to enjoy. It's family.
Yeah.
I dig it.
So
I'll watch it with my cat.
That's family. Sometimes it's our babies. Right? So,
true.
Chase Hedges 67 says, not exactly excited, but I hope the younger actors do avoid.
Avoid.
Am I reading this right?
Yeah, you are. But what are we avoiding, Chase?
Do avoid.
And hey, Jude is a good song. Okay. Oh, hey, I didn't say it was a bad song. I didn't even know about it.
What up, Ghost?
What's up? Tav's in the house. Darth's in the house. Greetings. Darth, how was your Thanksgiving? Do you celebrate Thanksgiving? Maybe another day, or do you actually do it today? I don't know. I'm just asking out to everybody here. How was your turkey?
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving to all the Americas.
The real Thanksgiving.
The real.
Shout out to my boys in Montana. I want to give them a shout out.
Yes, you have gamer friends, right?
Yeah, I do. Have
you met them yet?
And my Nicaraguan homie out in LA too.
Nice. What are you guys gaming right now?
Right now, not much. We did a little bit of Helldivers. It's kind of lackluster right now. We got not too much going on, but we try to do a little gaming session here and there every so often. Okay. We still keep in touch, which is good. So, yeah.
Jar says I did celebrate it. I visited my parents. My siblings were there too.
Oh, nice.
Do you like your siblings, or are you just like there?
They were there.
I mean, he put
too.
a semicolon beside his parents. As an
Trying to
like
read
his
it to a
siblings were
sentence,
an
but it,
afterthought.
yeah, that's what it was. It's just like, yeah, my siblings were there too.
Yeah.
Oh man, I celebrate Thanksgiving too. My sister shows up once in a while to it, so yeah, hey, there's a seat here for you if you want to come. So yeah, our Thanksgiving is kind of weird.
Yeah, it's true. It's amazing how massive it is in the U.S. and Canada. It's just like, yeah, we have it, but
I had to like force my family into the tradition. Like my kids and my wife are like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit and watch movies. I'm like, no, we're gonna set the table tomorrow. I'm gonna cook the turkey, and we're gonna get all the fixins. Okay.
Nice.
And so I always make it an effort to do all of it. So I go to Costco, get the giant turkey, and do all those things. So my wife helps me a lot. She actually does like 80% of the work, even though she doesn't want it. She just does it, and we have a good time. So yes.
Oh, that's good to hear. He says,
yeah,
I love them. We get along.
That's awesome.
That's
I'm
good,
happy
man.
for you, Darth. I am really happy for you.
The semicolon again is throwing me off, though.
I love them.
It's like he has
Let it
to
be,
love
man. Let the man be.
We're not going to start criticizing everybody's
I know.
grammar on the chat.
I'm not talking about the grammar. It's just it feels like an afterthought.
Sheldon, let it go. You can do Grammarly later. Let it go.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry, Darth. I didn't mean to pick on that, man.
Anyways, I love you guys, semicolon. Let's get on with this.
Yes, let's get on with this. Let's do this. All right, let's start with this week's what's going on in Hollywood. We'll do the birthdays and events. So let's start off with the good birthday here. Let's start with Karen Gillian. Or Gillian. I'm gonna say Gillian.
She's like 31. She's not that old.
Guardians of the Galaxy, obviously known for that. Gamora? No,
I think she just
Nebula.
Yeah, she was also in Jumanji.
Yeah,
the remake of Jumanji.
Yeah.
She had a Netflix movie happen too, right? Just a little while ago, where she was like an assassin person. Something like that.
How did that go?
I think it was okay. It was an okay show.
I didn't even hear about it. I didn't know.
It's been a little while since I watched it, but I remember it being pretty decent.
How old is Karen?
27.
35.
Thanksgiving with everybody. I love and man.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die this episode, man. If they do this stuff, I swear to God.
I like Star Wars and not acolytes. There you go. Okay. Sorry, what were you saying, Chris?
I said 20. No, I can't remember. 25 semicolon 27. I'll say 27. 27.
All right, let's bring this back.
Oh, damn.
Everybody in the chats, without the semicolons, tell me the birthday. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. It's no fun. Okay, Sheldon.
I say 27. Sheldon, you said what? 35.
I said 35. Yeah,
35. She is. Gonna give everybody a quick second here. 37.
Oh, it's
37.
close.
Yeah.
I was close hitting with the semicolon.
All right. Can we ring this in? Can we get this going?
It's going to be a long episode.
Yeah, I know, right? I gotta go to the States right after this, too. All right. Happy birthday to one of my favorites, Anna Faris.
She got to be like Chris Pratt's
She's
age,
hilarious, right? Man. She's in Scary Movie.
Do you think she's going to be coming back to because they're remaking?
I hope
new
so.
Scary movies. Yeah.
I hope so.
I heard the Wayans brothers is doing their thing.
She was hilarious in that one. She was really good.
I went back to try and watch those movies. I don't find them as funny as I used to. I don't know if it's because my humor has grown or like.
Have you watched the one with her and Ryan Reynolds in the Christmas one?
Yeah,
No.
that's hilarious. That's one of my favorite Christmas movies. Just Friends, is it?
Just Friends, so good.
Yeah,
it's my wife's
like
favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah, we love it too. It's like she's this rock star and he's her manager, and they got to go. They get something happens to their plane, and they get stuck in his,
right?
Yeah, it's like his hometown they go to.
Saskatchewan, yeah.
And
Interesting.
she's great in that.
Yeah, have you not
The
seen that?
songs, the
No, I've
songs
not
she
seen it.
writes.
I've never even heard of this. I didn't know they did a movie.
Oh my
together.
gosh, Shell, I'm telling you, put that in your rotation for Christmas. You are gonna thank us.
Yeah,
You will have a if you want
What's
comedy,
it called?
Just Friends.
Just Friends.
Just Friends. Okay.
You will
Okay.
laugh. You know what? Off. It's Ryan Reynolds Gold.
Okay.
Trust
Make sure
me,
to do
it's
that.
in our rotation during Christmas holidays.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, how old is Anna?
40. I'd say she's in her late 40s or early 50s. I would say. I'd say 51.
That's saying she's over 40, so I'm gonna go with 44.
44. Okay, Anna is 47. Right in the middle between you.
37, 47. You have a trend going on here.
Here's the
Semicolon.
movie. That's the movie there. Just
Yeah.
Friends.
Oh, that's an old movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
what,
I
15
can't
years
remember
old?
the other.
I want to say 15.
Yeah, I can't remember these two. They're the actors' names, but
Well, the
anyways,
other guy,
he was
the guy
in.
that left Apple, American Pie. Sorry, Apple.
Yes, that's right. American
Yeah.
Pie. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Happy birthday to Chadwick Boseman. He would have been 48
Wow.
today
Wow.
or this week.
Hmm.
So the Black Panther,
R.I.P.
the King of Wakanda.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Kaylee Koku or Koku from Big Bang Theory.
Oh, Big
the blonde,
Bang.
the beautiful blonde.
Mm-hmm.
How old is Kaylee?
Right.
Her career has gone nowhere now, huh?
Yeah, it kind of halted with Big Bang, man.
She had
She
a
had a
TV show, right? With the stewardess or a killer or something like that.
Yeah, and then she also had one where she was like her and her husband were. It was almost like murders in the building because they were podcasters. Didn't do very well, and I can't remember. It was on streaming, but it was similar to that. It just was like maybe last year, but yeah.
I
Other
mean,
than
she's
that, I
always
don't
got
know.
that Priceline commercials, so she could keep doing that
Yeah.
forever. How old is Kaylee?
38.
I'm gonna prices right you on this one. 39.
Whoa!
I have to.
Anybody in the chats? Do I hear a number going once, going twice? Kaylee is 38.
Hmm.
Right on the money.
All
right
right,
on the money.
Chris. Nice.
Yeah, I follow her closely.
Yeah, I know. You can telling us all about the shows that she has,
I got her poster on my wall. It's right here.
and you're hoping the tape just comes off one day
Yeah.
and lands on you. Happy birthday to Zoe Kravitz.
She's still pretty young.
Yeah.
I think.
Talk about good genetics, huh?
She that old?
Great genetics. How old is?
Gosh. Say she's 30.
Sheldon, what say you?
34.
34?
Mm-hmm.
She is 35.
Hmm.
It's two of them close to now.
35 years old.
Think she's going to come back, stay in the Batman movies?
They already have her cast to be in there.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
One of my personal favorites, I saw her in one of the movies and I really liked her acting is, I'm probably going to butcher this name for sure, Janelle Monáe. Chris, if you want to put that up on the screen, I'll read out her accomplishments. She's a singer and songwriter and actress. Her movie was Hidden Figures. It was the females that helped NASA with the.
Okay.
Yeah. Monáe, Janelle Monáe.
Was she the lead in that movie?
Well, I think there's a couple leads. She was one of the, I would say, supporting.
She was also in the last Knives Out movie, Glass Onion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. How old is Monáe?
35.
Sheldon,
37? 38. I changed it to 38.
So 35 and 38. There she is, right there.
That's her there. Yeah.
Oh, her. Okay. Yeah.
Very good, very, very talented actress.
She was really good in that movie.
And
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's a singer too. You know that she's double accomplished. So that's awesome.
Oh, she was in
And a
Moonlight too.
There you go.
Hidden Figures, Glass Onion, Moonlight, Antebellum.
So
she's got
she is 38.
Yes.
Bingo.
Yes.
On the money. All
We're
right,
tied.
let's talk about some events in this week in Hollywood. Let's go with it was in this week in Hollywood. In Hollywood is The Hobbit: An Unexpected Journey in 2012. You guys watch
I
that?
enjoyed that movie.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, the first one was good.
yeah.
And this week in Hollywood, well, so pop culture in 1972, a world famous video game debuted. You guys want to guess what it is?
Mario.
72.
1972, Sheldon.
Tetris.
Pong.
It was Pong. The very first Pong
1972?
co-founder of Atari,
That
Nolan.
doesn't seem that far
Bush.
long ago, though.
What?
Fif-
That's 50 years almost.
70s?
52.
He says this,
Yeah.
Chris, because he's younger than us. That's why.
Yeah. You guys are gonna laugh, but I remember playing Pong.
I think when I got introduced to Pong, it was becoming a novelty. It was like, oh, hey, look, remember this thing that came out a while ago? Well, we can play it now again on our consoles.
Yeah.
It's like it's like what kids are doing now with the Mario of Super Nintendo and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're playing on their handhelds. Like, check this retro game out. I'm like, shut up. That was not retro.
It's not retro.
Yeah.
That's what I dealt with.
I literally remember a friend of mine had was it like ColecoVision? Might have been
Yes,
called?
Yeah.
And it was like big controllers, and it was like Pong, or you could play Breakout, where the ball just like. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Seems-
1972 it debuted. Let's do a couple more here. Okay, let's do. In 1993, one of my favorite movies because how well it was done, Schindler's List drops. I don't know where it is, but I actually have the limited edition collector set, and it's a acrylic glass case, and etched on it are some of the people that passed away.
Oh,
The Spielberg had put in there. I gotta find it. I don't know where it is, but I bought that. It's really, really beautifully put together. So yeah, 1993, Schindler's List. Did you watch it at all, you guys?
I'm gonna be honest, no. I've been meaning
Sheldon,
to watch them.
you
I
know
know.
There's
I've
two
been meaning to
movies
watch
today
for
that
a
you have not
while.
watched.
Been
Very
meaning to
different
watch it
movies,
for a
but
while.
you have not watched them.
Yeah.
You need to go watch them.
I
was
saw
pretty
that
young back
in.
then, and not as cultured.
I actually saw it in class. They actually showed it to us in class to talk about World War, right? So
Oh,
they used-
interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw it in the theaters, but what's more amazing than that movie is the fact that Spielberg also brought out Jurassic Park that year.
Oh my
He brought-
god.
He did that, Jurassic Park and
Wow.
Schindler's List. So actually, when I saw,
No, I say oh my god because you just ruined what I was going to mention next. It's okay. That's all right. I'm glad you're paying attention.
there was something about he couldn't sit through all the visual graphics of Jurassic Park because he was already shooting Schindler's List. He had to give it. He
Oh,
actually
wow.
got maybe even got like George Lucas to come in at some point,
Huh.
just oversee stuff because he was already doing it. So crazy though to bring out two movies or work on those two movies, two different movies, two good movies, but yeah,
Not just two movies, but two iconic movies,
yeah,
right? That's going to be remembered for decades to come,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And they both will be celebrated. I don't know if "celebrate" is the right word, but they will be both will be admired for their different reasons, right? So, and I also think that Schindler's List put also Liam Neeson on the map,
yeah.
like cemented him on the map, right?
Yeah.
Literally, Gustav literally just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it put him on the map.
Funny thing is, though, I mean, I can watch Jurassic Park over and over and over. I cannot watch Schindler's List.
Well, I don't
Or
think it's a movie that you should always watch it. I think it's when you need a memory jog of what happened, or
Yeah.
maybe you want to inform the younger generation of what happened. That's a movie that you would want to play because they use that in school for us to remind us of the horror that happened, right?
Mhm.
In that era. So it puts everything in perspective for you when you watch a movie like this. Same thing with Saving Private Ryan for me. That's one of my movies I watched around Remembrance Day all the time, right? And I've sat my kids down and said, "Sit.
That is a movie I watched.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. That's good. Good on you. Good. Pat yourself on the back. You did it.
It's good that you've watched movies and you're on this show.
Yeah. But yeah, I watched that movie with my kids, and my kids are like, "Well, was this real? This is a movie." I'm like, "It's a movie, yes, but events like this really happened."
Yeah.
Where an 18-year-old kid listed and died 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, yes, it was real. And when they see them, like they piss their pants or they're scared or they throw up, I'm like, yes, that happened because they're about to die. There's a good chance they're gonna die. What do you think you're gonna do if you're about to die?
Yeah.
You all happy about it? No, you're gonna be panicking, right? A lot of them. So
you will shit yourself. 100%.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
You got guns coming at you, tanks coming at you. You will be soiling yourself all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, yeah, I use movies a great way sometimes to kind of explain history. Right?
100%. Yeah.
So, this week in Hollywood, The Return of the King. Is it your favorite of the original trilogy?
Oof.
Two Towers is pretty solid too.
I was gonna say Two Towers is probably my favorite,
especially when Gandalf comes down that hill.
Yeah. I also, you know what, man? It's just the writers of Rohan, the music that goes with it. It's just it touches you in a way that's just like, I want to be that. I want to be in there with those guys.
And Amazon didn't even come close to that.
No, not at all.
The thing about the Return of the King, as much as I love it, it's so freaking long. Like, it should have been called Never Ending Story because it just keeps going and going. And...
Oh man, I make it a point to watch the extended trilogy every Christmas, like December.
Oh yeah,
that and Harry Potter.
That's in your rotation for Christmas.
That is, yeah.
Very, very bleak Christmas there.
No way, man. Those movies are
killing,
dope.
A lot of blood. Oh, okay.
They're so good.
Orcs are so joyous.
They're so good.
So do you go through all of Harry Potter? You watch all 8? Mm-hmm. Wow.
During Christmas.
Well, during December. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
You kind of work it through the weeks. Okay, got it. This year in Hollywood, Anna Green Gables, in 1985. It's more of a Canadian thing, but it's still an international audience. This still has an international. I visited Anna Green Gables Museum when I was in the Maritimes. So I visited.
It's in PEI, right?
Yeah, got to visit that. So yeah, nice little spot. My wife had no idea what I was talking about. I'm like, come on, really? Educate yourselves.
Educate yourself.
Last one here. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in 2018 dropped and stunned, I think, a lot of people about the animated abilities, and finally got Sony some good publicity about their Spider-Verse. Agree or disagree?
I'm sorry, you want to repeat what you just said?
Did you like this movie when it dropped?
Yes.
Okay.
Are we supposed to be listening? Are we supposed to be listening?
Anyways,
that was a very detailed question you asked. I got lost after.
You just had to remember the last sentence of that whole thing, and you just couldn't do it.
All right, I have one for this weekend.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Actually, on November 28th, today, 2014, this trailer dropped. Force Awakens, first teaser trailer. It was very quick. Remember, it's like, I won't play it now, but it's like shows BB-8 for a second, shows Finn as a stormtrooper for a second.
Right.
Yeah. So exactly on this day, it dropped 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Even though the movie didn't come out till Christmas 2015, they dropped a trailer, this teaser, a year before. So it was just nice to see the Falcon and the TIE fighters again. I think that really got people going. So yeah, I just couldn't believe when I saw that in the news today. I was like, I can't believe that was 10 years ago.
Scary Tony movie Chappie D9. Can you make your name longer? Scary Movie 3 is actually my favorite of the franchise besides Scary Movie 2. All right.
I like his name, Tony Movie Chappie
D9 Neil Blomkamp fan.
Very detailed.
He fit all his favorite things into there.
Yeah,
I like
and
it.
those tabs like Finn, Ray,
Yeah.
semicolon.
Hashtag semicolon.
All right, let's get into our. We have our main topic, as you can see, the gentleman behind us in the poster. We'll talk about that and all it entails in a bit. But let's get into some of these tidbit news. Which one of you guys wants to start?
Well, actually, before we do that, I wanted to talk a little bit about the weekend because I told this to Sheldon. So Sheldon and I went and saw Gladiator 2 last night.
Oh, okay.
We're going to do a non-spoiler review and drop that tomorrow. I've actually seen 3 movies in the last 2 weeks, and I haven't done that in like years. Between Red One, our charity last weekend or a couple weeks ago, with my wife, went and saw Wicked on Saturday, and then Gladiator 2 last night. So what you were saying before, Sheldon, is Wicked is killing. It killed it at the box office. Did you also hear it broke a record for Monday? It made like a lot of, it broke a record for like a Monday record, which, you know, nobody goes see some movies on Monday, but yeah, it broke some crazy record. Anyways, not going to say much about Gladiator 2. We'll talk about that.
You guys will give your non-spoiler review. So look out for that, guys.
Yeah. But I did actually like Wicked a lot. I mean, I know it's a musical, but that didn't bother me at all. Like the songs actually worked for me, and it's just a really fun movie. It's a lot of fun. It was very surprising, and there's a lot of people I follow online, movie critics, that all to say the same thing, that wasn't really their cup of tea, but they went in and they actually had a lot of fun and enjoyed it. So if that is your cup of tea, check it out, because it's actually a good movie, and it's a good story too. It's better than, well, I mean, The Wizard of Oz was made in what, I don't know what year it was made, in the 30s or the 40s?
Before color.
Before color. And then they colored. And then they colored it. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just a really good movie. Anyways, we just wanted to bring that up because it's kind of like people are also talking because of the whole Barbenheimer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, is this another one of those? I don't know what you would call it. Wickelator?
Wickelator, yeah.
Wickelator.
Christoph is asking it, were people in the audience singing during Wicked? Because he heard that was an issue.
Good question. So not in my screening. Nobody was singing. I know some theaters have said don't sing. Even
they actually came out and said that, eh?
Who the hell sings in a theater?
Have you ever been to Rocky Horror Picture Show? Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Rocky Horror Picture Show is?
What is it?
It's a classic. You've heard of it, have you not?
There's no way, man. You're
trolling, is he boxing in there?
Yeah, he's trolling you, Chris. He's trolling Chris. He knows what the Rocky Horror Picture.
I have no idea what that is. I swear to God.
No.
I swear to God. That's why
even I know what that is, man.
Well, that's surprising, Sheldon. Thank you.
It's a huge cult Halloween film.
There you go.
Where people sing along, but it's not a horror. People sing along to it. People get up in front of this, like dressed up, and get out front of the screen and sing and stuff. Anyways, back to the question. Nobody was singing. My wife knew the last song, but I think they're going to actually have specific screenings where it's like, yes, go ahead and sing.
Oh, you can sing along.
Yeah.
I feel like that will boost their revenue quite a bit, because people would want to sing along to that, I'm pretty sure.
Anyways, we'll get back to something that Alvin wants to talk about. What do you want to talk about, Alvin?
I want to talk about breaking news.
Stuff.
Hold on. I'll talk about breaking news. John M. Chu says Wicked Part 2 will include 2 new original songs. But you didn't
That's
see
right.
that coming.
Second
That you didn't
one?
see that coming, you haters.
So that's
Wow.
a lot. Actually, a lot of people don't realize it is like it says at the end of the movie to be continued. It is a part 1 and part 2. So just to let
Ooh.
people know if they're going in, I mean, it's still a good rounded movie by itself. But yeah, it is a part 1 of part 2. So
I'm happy that you two are happy with it. I'm gonna leave it there. It's not my cup of tea, but I'm happy you guys had a good time.
Oh, I'm not really a fan.
I
of
hope
Ariana
that
Grande,
same good time was with Gladiator, but
so
I will watch the
not my
review
cup
to
of
find
tea.
out. So,
But kudos to those that love it.
yeah, hey, I'm actually a fan of musicals like Broadway and stuff. I love that. I love that.
I
stuff a lot.
do I do have a tremendous respect for live musicals because it's not easy to do. Right? You screw up live.
I
Right?
saw Hamilton when it came to Vancouver. I saw Hamilton, not with the original cast, but that show just blows me away. Like
Gustav
it's
says,
so
"I'll
good.
come clean. I talk during movies. I see it as improving the movie. I do stop
No, it's
myself when I
not.
notice I'm
Get out of
talking.
here.
I
I
gotta
stay
ask.
quiet during the movies. My wife will ask me questions. I'm like, I shush her. I'm like, shh, be respectful. Don't say anything. Be quiet.
That's fair. It's funny. I think that was the most I ever talked in a theater when we went to go watch Gladiator, Chris. To be honest, usually
last night?
I'm pretty damn quiet.
Should we give? Should we at least? This isn't a spoiler about the movie or anything, but I bought the wrong tickets.
He did.
I bought the tickets where the chairs move.
Yeah, you know how Landmark has D box? He bought the 4D tickets.
Oh my god!
And I
was-
told him, I was like, I was there for Guardians and that was good. But then I saw a different one and it didn't move. This one moved quite a bit. Yeah.
I got
felt
used
like-
to it after a while because I knew it was only going to move during the fighting scenes. But
Yeah.
still, I'm like, why are we moving now? Like, it's like
Yeah.
the camera is like panning up and we're moving. I'm like, who cares?
I'll be honest,
You
I
guys
might
should have
go
filmed
watch it
this-
again
filmed
in just
yourself doing
regular
it.
seats. Because I feel like I got distracted with the moving while watching
little
it
bit.
a little bit. Yeah.
Definitely the opening scene because it's a big action scene. You're just like,
Yeah,
oh my
man.
god, just make it
Mhm.
stop, make it
I'm
stop.
I'm excited to
Anyways.
hear your review. I am. So it might.
Yeah. Anyways,
it might get me to go watch the movie. So
yeah.
Alvin, you got a hater. Someone's coming after you. Rasper's gonna come for you.
he always tries. He's so far away. He can't even make it across the ocean. Bah.
So the only last thing I want to say about the box office, it'd be interesting because Moana 2 comes out this weekend. So Moana 1 was a huge hit. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah, it did okay.
I heard it had a pretty good opening for a Disney animated film.
Yeah, it did okay.
Right.
It did 57.5 million, which is
Wow.
not bad. Not bad, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it did good. It did get a decent score on Rotten Tomatoes. I think 70, something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, it's trending the right direction. It's not horrible.
You know what's dying is the movie we saw, Red One, because all these bigger movies are coming out.
Yeah.
Like
That's why it was.
I think that was kind of expected, to be honest.
It was.
Yeah.
It was nestled in at the wrong time. I think.
Yeah, I agree, man.
I think it should have came after this first wave of big movies.
Yeah. Hey, D saw Wicked. He told me he saw it.
What up, D?
I don't.
I heard
D
D
fell-
loved it. He
I
said
think
it
he fell
was his favorite
asleep.
movie.
So D said he liked it, but he also fell asleep. So
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. So
Well-
did he wake up when they
He
started?
dreamed about. He was there in Neverland with them.
Neverland.
Neverland. Another movie you haven't watched. Jeez.
Whatever their damn place is called, man.
Oz?
Whatever.
Oz. Come on,
Clearly
even
I'm not a
Elvin
fan
knows
of
that.
Oh my god. Who is this guy? Anyways, what else I was going to mention to you guys before I was rudely interrupted here by Sheldon? Okay, so my question is, okay, we got Moana 1, we got Moana 2. Why do we need another Moana next year? It's live action. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I feel like the live action might flop a little bit with the second movie because people love the first movie. I don't understand why a second one was needed. Yes, it did well, but you finished her story. I don't know what you just made up a movie to make more money, and you're doing okay. Like, was that the goal, was to just do okay, or were you trying to exceed the second movie?
It was
Is
just
my
a rock trying
question.
to make more money.
It's crazy, man.
I don't have a problem with part 2 because you can flush out some more characters, right? Her sister, younger sister, and all that stuff. But what I have an issue is, why do you need to do a live action? Is it part 3? They said it's not. They said it's part 1. So you're gonna do a live action of the original movie. Why?
But didn't we talk about this last week with How
Yeah.
to Train Your Dragon?
And that's why I brought it up. Like, I'm just like, but here's the thing. I also saw a behind the scene picture of The Rock, and he's wearing a bodysuit. The man is jacked. Why does he need a bodysuit?
Pictures.
Because he's supposed to be fatter, isn't he? Like
he's supposed to be bigger. And you think The
this
Rock is going to get that big for
no, I think it's all the tattoos. They didn't want to spend time doing it all. So just put on a bodysuit on him. So, yeah, weird. I don't think it was necessary, but hey, The Rock wants to make money, right? So,
yep. A little sad, but
kudos to him. What else we got here? Shall we get going on some of the topics that you guys have?
Yeah, let's do it.
Go ahead.
Sheldon, go ahead.
So there was another. Speaking of live action, there was a
wait. Did you watch this thing or no?
I did watch this. Teaser.
Okay.
I did watch this teaser. A Lilo and Stitch dropped their little live action teaser.
I never watched the original. I never watched the original.
Oh my god, dude!
I just didn't like it. I saw the trailer.
Me neither.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. No.
I enjoyed Lilo and Stitch. It was very wholesome, very about family, especially with when you're not related by blood. Anyone can become family. It was a good, wholesome message movie, and I like Stitch because he reminds me of a cute little dog. And seeing it in live action, I was like, okay, I might go watch this movie because he's acting the exact same, which is what I like to see. Just like how you were planning to go watch How to Train Your Dragon because you really love that movie. I'm doing this for Lilo and Stitch.
Nice.
Yeah. It was cool.
When did the original come out, Lilo and Stitch?
Ooh, great question. 90s for sure.
Yeah,
I want to say late 90s.
Was it a series?
I thought it was a 2000 movie.
Is it? Have a look, Sheldon.
2002.
Oh, there you go.
2002.
Still. 20. See, I think that's okay. That's again getting back to our conversation last week. I feel like How to Train Your Dragon was just out, and it was. The last one was 2019. So at least this is giving it a bit of time.
I wanted to be shot for shot. Sorry, Chris.
He's talking about The Rock.
Oh,
Moana. He's acting the exact same. Sorry, Chris. You were saying.
Was Lilo and Stitch a series as well? Was it just one? I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. I think there was a TV series as well.
They did do a TV series where they brought other weapons out because he was originally a weapon.
Oh, great kids movie, Big Weapons though.
Yeah. But they brought other Stitches like him. There was a female one. There was like a big dude. There was an evil. I don't know if he was evil or if he was just a lazy bad guy.
You know why I don't like that movie? Because there's a bunch of snitches.
Huh?
Snitches?
Oh my god. Okay, I'm out. See you later, guys. Bye.
Yeah, me too.
You're on your own for this.
Wait, hold on. I have more, I swear.
I'm gonna just leave.
Lilo and Stitches.
So obviously, though,
save your dad jokes for your Monday show, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not the
There
show
you
to
go.
be doing this song.
D's right.
Oh.
God.
So how do you find that the animation or the character looks just from the trailer?
CG looks pretty good. I mean, it feels like they're giving it the Sonic treatment, blue, fuzzy. Except Stitch actually looks like his character. Although I didn't see the back because I know he's got some like stripes on his back, so they didn't show that off. I'm curious if they kept that or if they just ended up removing that altogether.
Is it CGI him?
It is a CGI version of Stitch, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the same thing as How to Train a Dragon then.
Essentially, yeah.
I mean, how else would they do it? Stop motion, puppet?
Make a real Stitch?
You can get a little person to be.
What the shit, dude?
What? A little person? Peter Dinklage could be a great Lilo and Stitch character.
Oh, I think the little people community hate him, so let's not mention him anymore.
That's true.
Yeah.
He did screw them out a lot of paychecks.
Mm-hmm.
So 7 of them to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of people that are we love to hate, Peacemaker 2 has wrapped up. Have you seen Peacemaker?
Oh no! I don't know if I like John Cena. To
I
be
don't even
honest,
know
but-
why we have Sheldon on this show. He hasn't seen 90% of the stuff we talk about. I'm sorry,
we
folks.
talk about movies and shows here.
We did
Sheldon.
we did a resume, and he just showed up at the door. It's like, I'd like to
did.
be part of this.
I did. I watched some stuff. Most of my stuff is mainly anime and whatnot, man.
So
Like-
it was filmed here, Peacemaker 1 and 2. But James
oh,
Gunn
in Vancouver.
he messaged saying it on X that it's like wrapped up. We're gonna be dropping it in 2020 August 2025. So I'm excited, man. I had a good time watching this thing. It was crazy over the top.
I'll crank it up. I'll crank it up next month.
It definitely was. It was a big
Don't
hit.
there's a lot
though.
of swearing.
A lot
Yeah.
of critics liked it for sure. But yeah, is it? There's a lot of characters in it, right? It's
Mhm.
not just Peacemaker. It's a whole group of them. Stitch
Mhm.
needs to be.
I didn't know this. He's saying Stitch could be either animatronic or a little person. Sorry, they prefer the term sliders. I don't know. That sounds really out of pocket. I don't know where that is from, but that's crazy.
I can't wait for it, so I'm excited about that.
Are they
we
going to
ha-
introduce more like B-side characters in this, or are they going to bring some A-listers to Peacemaker too?
I don't know. They're pretty quiet about it, but you do get a cameo here and there.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh my god! Hot off the press. I overread this thing. I missed this thing, and I cannot believe I missed this thing. So one of my favorite animations as a little kid is becoming a movie, and Ryan Reynolds is doing it.
Oh,
I'm sure you guys heard of this. Mighty Mouse.
shut up.
Yes,
They are
Mighty
not
Mouse.
doing a live action
Yeah.
Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse. I don't know. I
What?
don't think it's live. I don't think it's live. It's in the works. Ryan Reynolds is set to produce it. I hope he stars in it.
That's old school Mighty Mouse.
Yes.
I can't believe that. That's okay. Oh, is this the movie that him and what's his face are going to be doing? Hugh Jackman?
No, I think
No,
it's
no,
different.
no. He's not going to be Mighty Mouse. He's too tall.
I think Ryan is just producing it.
I
or
said that
something.
about him being Wolverine.
Yeah, I know, right? That's why I said it. Oh man, I can't wait. That's exciting stuff for me. Woo!
Here I come to save the day. That's what it was, right?
Da-da-da-da. Mighty Mouse.
You know what I'd like to see redone now that you brought up this old cartoon is Darkwing Duck, man.
Oh yeah.
That was a dope show. That was like the Batman while Batman the animated series is playing. If you
That
wanted
was
something a
Batman
little
and
less-
Bartman combined.
Yeah. You wanted something a little less violent, a little bit
Yeah.
more kooky.
Yeah.
Darkwing Duck was this.
Doesn't he
was
say?
the show to
What does he
watch,
say?
man.
What's his line? He always says this line.
Let's get dangerous. I don't
Yes,
know what
that's what it
I think
was.
that was the song, but I don't know if that was his line. Him and that robot duck. Oh god, what the hell was his name? I think it was
Gizmo.
like Gizmo. Yes, that's what it was.
Chris is
Yeah.
like, what the hell are you guys talking about?
No, I know it. I know it.
Oh, okay. I thought this was like you're like I don't even know what these guys are talking about.
No, I have an old 80s. And remember, I think I told you and Justin about this, Elvin, a long time ago. My favorite show, and I don't know, Sheldon, I don't know if you've heard of this or not, but this was what I used to watch with my brother all the time, was called Rocket Robin Hood. Did you ever watch this?
Yes.
Rocket Robin Hood.
Yeah,
Whoa,
I
no.
heard about this.
So it was basically Robin Hood, Merry Men, Little John, Friar Tuck, but they're
Uh-huh.
in space with jetpacks. And yeah, it was awesome.
That's
a good show.
wild, man.
Yeah, look it up on YouTube. Anybody, check
Okay.
out Rocket Robin Hood. It's great.
I will.
This is so
Ghost Dog
weird.
brings up a good question, Mike. It's such a deep cut and reminds him of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Nobody's gonna get it. Is it a bit too old?
Rocky Bullwinkle, yes.
Is Mighty Mouse a bit too old? I mean, I remember when they did Rocky and
Listen,
Bullwinkle.
Sheldon,
I
you
was
just
like,
be
oh,
quiet
oh,
there, young buck.
oh.
Take it easy there.
Yeah, but you know,
lad.
with Ryan Reynolds, he's going to do some sort of twist on it or something, right?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
going to be a way to introduce it, and it's
he's gonna be a
like-
murderer.
Yeah,
Here I
punching
come,
people's
not
heads
to
off?
save your day. He's gonna stab people so fast they won't even know.
Jesus.
Here's a weird announcement: a sequel to Slumdog Millionaire could be in the works. Do we really need this?
We don't need that. Nope.
You're gonna ruin a classic. Just leave it.
We don't need that.
But
movie.
a new production company called Bridge 7 has got the rights to make a sequel. Oh God. Who? What?
Yeah, that's not. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna do well, man. I'll be honest. I wasn't a fan of the first one.
Really?
No. It just felt like another Bollywood movie, but done in English. I was like, cool.
Okay.
I
I thought it was very entertaining.
just a bit more dramatic.
The movie that you guys watched, Gladiator 2, has passed 200 million.
Oh, it picked up. It picked
Yeah.
up. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember reading last time it wasn't doing so hot. Now all of a sudden it just skyrocketed. That's amazing.
Let's see here. What else we got? You guys are talking about the opening of Wicked. It opened up at 114 million.
I did.
Third highest domestic opening in 2024. So, I mean, it did 2024. I mean, how many good movies did we have in 2020? But not a lot, right?
Well, I can tell you what the two movies that beat it box office was Deadpool, Wolverine, and Inside Out 2. Those were the two.
Well, those two are juggernauts, right? So
Yeah.
They did ridiculous numbers. Those two. I haven't seen the other one, Inside Out. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna check it out soon.
That's good. It's not as good as the first one, but it's still it's just amazing the ideas they come up with stuff. But yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I should have done that. Thanks for reminding me. We had it all here and we didn't do it. So we'll start with this one here. So I have a bone to pick with this. And this is one of my another childhood animations that I love a lot. Like a lot.
A lot.
And I'm sort of upset with this. Oh, that's not that grid.
I remember this.
There you go. Not happy. I do love Idris Elba. I love him. He's awesome. I just want you to stay true to the story. It's a Scottish guy with a red mustache. Doesn't have a Scottish accent though. So I'd like that, please. I can definitely find an actor in Hollywood that would fit that role.
Mm-hmm.
Do I hate it? I'm not going to say that. I'm just not happy with it. I think it's lazy to try to bring diversity into this. That's all it is. It's lazy. There are literally other characters you could definitely put.
What if they gave him red hair?
Make him a Skeletor.
What if they gave him red
No,
hair?
he would kill it as Skeletor.
I think they're gonna give it to Mark Hamill.
No,
Just 'cause
Mark
of his
Hamill's
voice
gone.
alone.
He's off the cuckoos at that.
Just because of his voice.
No,
what he did with the cartoon.
No,
I think
Mark
they're
Hamill's
gonna give it
nowhere
to him.
near coming to Hollywood anymore. I think he's gone off the edge. So, no.
Do they have a Skeletor yet? Have they announced a Skeletor?
No, they have
yet?
not. No, they have not.
I think this is the first casting announcement.
Nope,
Right?
nope.
No.
They've already announced He-Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
who's
So-
playing? Yeah, I'll look it up. I'm gonna see who's playing
Yeah.
He-Man. I'm curious now.
Red mustache. That would look awesome, actually.
His name is Nicholas Gazeltine. I don't know who he is.
Just that's Knuckles, because Knuckles is red.
I have no idea who this guy is.
Yeah,
Nicholas
neither.
Gazeltine. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, no clue.
They
I've
are
never seen him before.
not gonna get Idris Elba to play Man at Arms. Dude almost played James Bond. I don't know what you're saying here.
He said like he's making a statement like they're not gonna get Idris Elba to play Man at Arms, like he's questioning it, and then dude, I mean they almost did get him to play James Bond. He's not wrong. I think he was like in.
What are you guys' thoughts on this?
I don't know this character that well, and so I don't know. I understand what you're saying, Alvin, but
after watching the last animated show on Netflix, which kind of was a letdown.
Definitely a letdown.
Yeah, I thought it had potential, but the
animation was great though.
Oh yeah, 100%. It was
Animation was
really
really
well
good.
done.
Yeah.
And they had potential. They just botched it, man. Because they I feel like they baited people with that series. And then they were like, oh no, it's called Master of the Universe. It's not He-Man. Shut up. It's a He-Man show. No one cares about freaking Sela, man.
Tila.
Tila. See, I don't care. She sucks. Whatever.
But I'm there with you. Like if it's called He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, He-Man has to be front and center, right?
Mhm.
It's like saying the Penguin and everybody else, but then we put everybody else above Penguin. It won't work that way, right? You have to put the character that you've titled the show after should be front and center.
Oh, 100%.
It's not hard,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
that's the thing I had with the animation. But here it's not because like I like him as an actor, and I think he's wonderful. I just think that he could have been playing a better role. I think Skeletor he would have killed it at.
I mean, are you
doing that.
surprised though? Like this is Hollywood, man.
Hey, but you know what? He's such a good actor. Maybe he'll shut me up.
He'll probably crush it.
Maybe I'll be the first one to say it. He shut me up, right?
I am a little surprised that he's gone back to doing kind of like a supporting role after what Marvel did with him.
Yeah.
You know,
well, he was also Hemdall. I don't know. How to say it. In
yeah.
a Norse mythology, I had a problem with that too. Even though he did a great job, I was just like, really, you picked him in a Norse mythology? Come on,
yeah, because
put him in Wakanda for God's sakes.
I feel like him playing a support character again is like going against what he wanted to do. I feel like you're right. Him being a Skeletor probably would have been a better choice.
I think so,
honestly.
too.
Yeah, like he's just reducing himself to being another support character, which is crazy. Unless they promised him much more screen time with He-Man, you know, then I could see why he took this role.
But Man-at-Arms has always been the help, right?
Yeah,
and he's been nice.
Yes.
But he's never been like the main. Well, I don't know. I want to say main. I'd say in the tier of He-Man's friends, he'd probably be number 2. Tila would be number 1, and it'd be Man-at-Arms.
Battle Cat.
Well, not. I meant like human friends, man. But I mean, he would be number 2, I guess. Yeah, Orko would be actually number 2 as well because he's not a human.
Orko's not human.
I know, but I'm saying like
Battle Cat is number 3, then Orko.
Yeah, I mean he does ride Battle Cat, so.
I got a question.
Yes.
So
like,
are they going to be?
What are you ending this?
No, I mean I know. I remember the cartoon for sure. It was in.
I love that statement.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
So everyone's really jacked and built, right? Like He-Man, Skeletor.
Yeah.
So how are they doing this? Like, are they?
I want to see them bring Chris Hemsworth as the freaking He-Man transformation. That dude is him or Alan Richardson.
No, the guy that they've pegged to do He-Man, he's actually working out and is going to be jacked.
Well, I mean, I can see him playing this. What's this dude's name? Gizelman or Gozelman, whatever.
But remember, Prince Adams was jacked too.
He was, but he was much smaller than He-Man. They're gonna need to bring up a big blonde dude to play He-Man, like just tall.
Swap a wig.
I think Alan Richardson would be the best pick for that because he's already like 6'5" and he's already like 320 of pure muscle or something like that. Like I feel like he'd be a good casting choice if they wanted to do a transformation of him turning into He-Man.
Yeah, I just want a good He-Man movie. The last time we had a He-Man movie was in the 80s, and Dolph Lundgren was He-Man, and he was.
And you liked it,
and he was very limited. So, and they really butchered the story, right? So.
Speaking of butchering, though, is He-Man going to have that really bad haircut?
He better.
It's not He-Man without that haircut.
And you know, Tav is on the same page as me too. Prince Adam better rock that pink jacket and those leotards. He better get that going, baby. Let's go.
I agree.
I want to see cracks in every crevice because that's what it was all about. Be authentic.
It's a great name. Maybe that'll be the name of the movie. Cracks in your crevice.
He-Man and the cracks of the universe.
Cracks in your crevice. I like that one.
Sponsored by Lululemon. Lululemon sponsors. I just got a great idea for Lululemon. Could you imagine all the men would buy He-Man Lululemon pants?
I could see that.
Pink ones, purple ones. My wife knows I hate Lululemon. She always tries to get me Lululemon products. I'm like, get those away from me right now. I am not putting them
What's
on.
wrong with Lululemon, man?
This
They're
bod
good
does not
products.
need tight clothes. Okay.
I've heard they're very comfy.
I'm sure they are. Very expensive too.
What are we talking about here? We went from cracks in your crevice to talking about men's
No,
clothing.
you
that's
guys
too
went
tight.
there, okay? Anyways, what I was gonna say was I don't think it's a good idea, in my opinion. But what does it matter? They've already casted him. Hopefully it's better. Now my question is, daughter is gonna be African American mixed.
I mean,
What do
she's
we-
got to be, or at least
She
a
better
half
not
her.
be like Asian and be like, how do you explain this, guys? Hello.
she's adopted.
It's
adopted.
magic,
Yeah.
right? So
Well, I mean, He-Man and Masters of the Universe is a very high fantasy style show.
yeah,
Magic is a big part of it, so you never know, man.
maybe they can explore and say that she is adopted,
Yeah,
right?
it could, but
Maybe
then that would
race
change up the
doesn't-
whole mythos of
Maybe race
Tila
doesn't
and-
matter in the Masters of the Universe. Maybe they don't see it that way, right?
If it's a good movie, nobody's gonna give a shit.
Yeah.
exactly.
So better nail it, and I better see that haircut and tights. That's what I want to see. I swear to God, if he's wearing baggy jeans, walking around with long man bun, I'm gonna be so pissed. So let's do this right, or don't do it at all.
They gonna modernize him.
Yeah, do not do that, please.
bring in the Gen Z He-Man.
No, Yoga
He's
pants.
rizzed.
No.
Uh,
Okay, so that's our take on that, pretty much.
When does that come out again, He-Man?
Next year,
Next year.
yeah. Oh, is it? No, 2026, I believe it is.
Oh, so they got a couple years. Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, are they CGIing? Like, is everyone just bulked up, or are they actually like CGIing bodies or something like that?
Don't know. They haven't really released anything regarding that. Do we have anything else before we get to our main topic of the day?
I thought you posted, or no, I did.
Oh, yes.
On
What'd
the
you post?
website, the Hasbro is done.
It's not on our Astonishing site.
Oh, it's not. Oh, sadness. But okay, sad. Hasbro is done funding movies now. They have called it quits. Their CEO doesn't want to do it anymore. He wants to pull out. Yeah, so things like Transformers, Dungeons and Dragons, I guess just the poor performance of it. He's just done
So
with it,
happy.
and instead they're going to just focus on investing in their games and in their action figures like Magic the Gathering and stuff.
As they should.
Yeah, they should.
They
I
are
don't know.
not. They are not a studio. So stop pretending to be one.
No.
Focus on your craft, which is to make games.
Yeah. They said if
right?
other studios want to make movies for it, they can.
Yeah, license it out.
Yeah, and they'll still make the and like do the whole writing and funding for it, and they'll still do their action figures for it. Realistically, so
Do the action figures. Leave the writing to professionals.
yeah.
So because they've done their writing, writing's been horrible.
But
Of
I
all
mean,
the-
Dungeons and Dragons was good.
I was just gonna say that of all the movies, that one's the most likable one in recent time, right? G.I. Joe's been hot garbage.
Yeah.
Transformers has been god awful. I don't care what anybody says. Maybe the Bumblebee movie, I'll give that a pass. But Transformers 1, I have not seen that, but it did not get good reviews. But I am seeing it tomorrow with my kids. So,
But didn't they announce that Transformers and GI Joe are combining? Like
I
they're
think
bringing
They
it
that's
did.
together, not
So they're
shelved.
probably going to end up scrapping this now or
Yeah.
shelving it, like Elvin said.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can't even get Transformers right now. You're gonna add another IP into the mix.
Yeah. I think they were trying to garner like nostalgia for people when they did the comic crossovers.
It's
And,
overkill, like Sony does, right? Overkill.
Yeah. But it just didn't hit home with a lot of people. I thought it was cool just to see the Maximals come to life because that was the Transformers I grew up on with Beast Wars. I thought that was pretty dope. Seeing Cheetor, Rhinox, although I missed Rat Trap, he was not in there, which made me sad. Or Dinobot. But it is what it is.
You're the second generation of Transformers. I'm
Yeah.
the first. I do not care too much about that stuff. I mean, I think it's cool to have the animal figures. I have them, but the story was okay. For me,
I
I'm
like that they gave.
I'm Gen 1 guy, right? So
That's fair.
Yeah.
What I liked about it was when they actually brought back, or not brought back, but they featured like the arc, and then they showed Optimus Prime sleeping, and it was like, oh shit, like what's gonna happen? Megatron blows his head off, and
member
I was like,
berries.
yeah,
Member berries.
it was good. It was good. I liked it.
Leeching off us, G1.
Hey man, it continued the love of Transformers for people.
Tav says Hasbron, maybe LeBron brought Hasbro, needs to hire PR department. Transformers are good, but the trailer was bad. Same for D&D movie. The D&D movie made me laugh. I enjoyed it.
Yes. Yeah.
That was the only movie in my entire life I watched alone in the theaters.
Yeah. I think they just spent too much on marketing. Also, I feel like people hate Chris Pine for no reason.
Fine.
He's great. He's funny.
He is good. Yeah, 100%.
And what's her face? Rodriguez from Fast and Furious?
Yeah.
The two of them had good chemistry, man. They had good chemistry. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And what's his name? Hugh.
Hugh Grant. The other British guy.
Yes.
Yeah, Hugh Grant's always funny. He was hilarious in there.
Yeah. They got it. They'll be making more of those for sure. They have to. I mean, I know Hasbro is saying this, but like, it was a hit, and people loved that. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Kiwi says, "Here, let's see. What articles I saw Transformers 1 say it was poorly promoted and that it made worse at the. What I've been hearing is the trailer. Whoever put together the trailer didn't do the movie justice.
Oh. Interesting.
That's what I've been hearing consistently since it dropped.
Interesting.
So I'm going to see it tomorrow, and I'll give my take on it next week.
Yeah, I'm curious. That makes me curious now. Yeah. Like, what exactly about the trailer made it so bad?
I don't know.
I didn't mind the trailer. I was just like, okay, they homies, and we know that they're going to end up being enemies.
Well, we knew that because in the trailer it shows them, right? So it's something else that they're harping on about. So I'm going to watch it tomorrow, and then I'll see what everyone's talking about. So,
cool. But that's kind of like the same story a lot for this year. We talked about this maybe last week or something a bit, was movies that were actually good, but just didn't do well in the theaters, like Fall Guy and Furiosa, the people, and Transformers 1. Everyone really liked the movies. They just didn't do well.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. Main topic of the night?
Sure.
All right. Chris, you take lead on this. I'll put it up on the screen.
All right. So yeah, it's highly anticipated. I'm actually excited for this for sure. And I know we liked the trailers, Skeleton Crew. So a couple things they've moved up the date.
Sorry, one thing.
Yep.
You can check out all these articles on our site at astonishing.news, not .com, not .ca, definitely not .xxx. Astonishing.
Definitely not wicked.
Yeah, let's not do that one either. Astonishing.news. Go check it out. The awesome Carolina is putting up blogs every week, and also the topics that we talk about on our show, Popcorn Chicken, is on there. And even so, if you missed some of the topics, or if you wanted more in-depth of the topic, then you can just visit our site at astonishing.news and go check it out. So that'd be awesome to do that. So here it is, the topic of tonight, the main topic of tonight. All right, go ahead, Chris.
So they announced this week that they're dropping it earlier. So originally it was supposed to come out December 3rd, but they're moving it up a day to December 2nd, which is like Monday, right? Next Monday.
Does that exude confidence from them then?
I would think so.
I think so.
People are eager to see this. They're dropping 2 episodes on Monday.
Nice.
It's 2 of the 8, so it's an 8-part series. Again, we kind of know because of Star Wars shows that these shows are not going to be that long. But that, I can look past that, like you were saying before, Elvin. I just need, what? When I think back to A New Hope, when I watched it as a kid, I didn't think of Star Wars as this big, like, oh, what's the Force and what is the Empire and the Old Republic? It was a fun adventure. That's what it was, right? Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan meeting Han Solo, Chewbacca, and it was just a good adventure. So that's what I think people are looking forward to this movie or to this show, is to kind of get back. And like we said, it's kind of like Goonies, right? It's just like these kids on an adventure. So I think that's what the anticipation is for. The So yeah, they've moved it up. Two shows dropping on Monday, and then it'll be every Tuesday after that. And the 8th, it ends on January 14th. So it's every Tuesday. But there's some more interesting things that they said as well. They obviously dropped a new poster, but the poster is the typical sort of Star Warsy poster. They did drop the director's list. Now these are the people that are directing episodes, not just directing episodes, but first of all, John Watts, who did all Tom Holland Spider-Man, he's directing 1 and 8, but he's also one of the co-creators. They've got some interesting other people here. You know, they have their Bryce Dallas Howard, who did The Mandalorian. This is really interesting. Episode 4 is directed by the Daniels. The Daniels are the two guys. They're not brothers, but they directed Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Okay.
Daniel Kwan and Daniel Shearnight.
I just hope we don't
Sure.
go to like time traveling in this one.
Well, that's what they can't get way off. It's still got to
Yeah.
be.
I mean, if
You know,
anything, but besides those two guys, David Lowery, the guy that produced The Green Knight, that was a very convoluted movie, and I felt
Yep.
like I was tripping out on shrooms.
I fell asleep in that movie.
Yeah, it was a little like I had to look it up to. I had to look up.
It was more like an art. It was more like an art. You go to
Yes.
the art gallery. It's a beautiful art. You look at it forever.
Yes,
It was
yeah.
more
I
like
had to look
that.
it up to see what it was about, and I kind of understood it after reading it, and it makes me question like.
Well, Tolkien made it.
Huh?
Tolkien created the Green Knight.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but just the way it was directed, it was confusing as all hell, man. Yeah. So I'm curious. I don't know how I feel about having these like different directors every episode direct.
That's the way they've always. That's the way they've always done it.
Yeah.
That's the way most.
Yeah.
It's the way most shows go. Like, it's rare to have one director do the whole series. Like, from The Mandalorian, and not even just these shows. If you watch any show,
Does
it's
that
usually-
ruin like flow?
I gotta feel like it does, man. You know, especially lately when we've seen like with the 3rd season of Mando, it felt just disconnected. Because the 1st season was mainly all John Favreau and
No, it had a bunch
No?
of different directors. Yeah,
No, Bryce
Dallas-
Dallas was it? Yeah, she was there.
She did a
Well, she's
few.
pretty good.
They-
I'll give her that. She's actually good at the storytelling. I mean, I feel like she gets that from her dad.
So what it comes down to is, you're right, Mandalorian, to have John Favreau and Dave Filoni make sure they're overseeing everything. Right? It's the same
Yes.
thing we've talked about with any Star Wars or any show. So for this, it's John Watts, right? Even though he's directing 2 of them, he's the co-creator. He has to oversee everything. So he's not going to let the Daniels do something time travel like crazy. It's still gotta feel the same. I totally understand your concern. I didn't see The Green Knight. But
I feel sorry.
No, I was just gonna say.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish. Yeah.
I'm just gonna let me just finish off the other director. So there's a guy named Lee Isaac Chung who did some Mandalorian, but he also did Twisters this year.
Oh,
And then a guy, Jake Schreier, who did the show Beef. I don't know if you guys heard of Beef.
that sounds familiar.
So I never saw it, but it actually won a bunch of Emmys. It was about road rage that just expanded and stuff.
Oh,
like that.
yes.
So-
Oh,
Yes.
okay. That's the Netflix show. Yes.
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
That
So
guy-
it was really
crazy,
well
yeah.
received. So, anyways, yeah, you're right. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, again, this stuff should be invisible. We shouldn't be caring about who directs this or who directs that.
Yeah. I agree.
It's like you shouldn't be watching the editing. You shouldn't be watching the CGI, because if you start to notice that stuff, then you're lost, right? Then it loses you. So I just thought it was interesting. I think the other thing is, it's like these directors, it's like, yeah, Star Wars. Yeah, for sure. Like I'll do it, like
Yeah.
bring me in. Right.
Because I feel like when you list something like that, it may turn people off a little bit. Like that's as soon as I saw The Green Knight, I was like, oh no, it might be a little convoluted with that episode, and I'm just like, I don't know. And now I'm getting a little worried about it.
Oh, are we now? Okay.
Hmm.
I feel like Chris.
I mean, if Rianne Johnson was in there, would you watch it?
Depends. I mean, I'm just want to
I
go
mean,
back
sure,
to.
Knives Out was great, but do you want him touching another goddamn Star Wars?
I never watched Knives Out. Yeah.
If you really want to see actually how brilliant Ryan Johnson is, you watch Knives Out, because those are good movies.
Yeah,
And they're well directed.
I 100% agree with Chris. I don't understand how we went from what he did with
Last Jedi.
the Last Jedi, and then he went to Knives Out and I thought that was an amazing movie. I was like, this is the same dude.
Well, it's going back to what Chris said. It could be the overseers telling them, "Hey, no, I know you want to do this, and it might be cool, but I run this ship, so we're going to do it this way."
Yeah,
right? So,
and I think for Ryan Johnson, they just let him do whatever he wanted on Last Jedi, which they shouldn't have.
it's
but
the
yeah,
opposite of this time around. They should have had someone overseeing and make sure he stays the course.
Yeah,
right?
So that's really what it comes down to is for these shows, is who's overseeing it all. It doesn't really matter the directors wise, because you shouldn't really notice the difference. So it doesn't. I thought it was an interesting list, but it doesn't change my mind about my anticipation or the fact that I am looking forward to a nice, like I said, a sort of nice adventure. It might not. The other thing is, it could be a really cool adventure, but I think we talked about this. Does it feel like it's Star Wars still? Right? Is it in the Star Wars universe? Like,
does it?
How do they?
Yeah. Will it hold that magic that Star Wars did? That's the big question, I think.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just 'cause-
what makes a Star Wars film, though? I think that's the question people got to ask themselves, is like, what makes Star Wars Star Wars?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it makes Star Wars Star Wars. You just get escape. You escape and you enjoy without any issues in terms of today's agendas or politics. Just enjoy a sci-fi show. That's it. There's a reason why a lot of people like Andor, right? It's just a good old-fashioned, like a heist type of sci-fi movie.
But you still got to feel, but also you got to feel like you're in that world, meaning like the whole point of Star Wars was this lived world, right?
Yes.
This world that's
where you feel like you're entrenched in it. Yeah.
And things were run down because everyone always thought of space and sci-fi as clean, Star Trek-y and everything, where Star Wars was like, wait a second, the Millennium Falcon actually is a hunk of junk. And,
yeah. There's wires hanging out everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's that kind of world. That's why I had a lot of problem with like Mandalorian season 3, where they went to I know that there's going to be clean places, but I don't know. It just didn't feel very Star Wars.
Too shiny.
Definitely.
I mean, the world of Mandalore, even though the top felt beat up,
less Beskar armor,
inside,
more mud.
Yeah,
right?
The inside felt a little too clean.
Yeah.
Hey, I can say once in a while nice things.
Again,
I'm excited for this.
Yeah,
but I have anxiety. I mentioned to you guys. So
just going with low expectations, man. Then
I am. I told you guys, like, if this thing hits anywhere close to 7 consistently, it's done its job.
Again, when I said before about watching as a kid, I can also remember letting my boys watch Star Wars for the first time, and it wasn't even A New Hope. I think it was Phantom Menace, right? Mm-hmm. And my kids weren't like, Dad, what is midichlorians? Why is the Republic doing this? They didn't give a crap, right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, pod racing.
And in our podcast.
Yeah. And double lightsabers, that's all they cared about. So I think if that show gives us this, doesn't give us any of the bigger picture, the bigger story, just keep it simple and keep it fun. And, and I think it's going to be a good show.
Now that you mentioned double lightsabers, I remember watching that in theaters and I lost my mind doing that. When they popped that out, I was like, holy moly, it's double lightsabers.
Yeah.
Tav says, just make Caravan of Courage, but good. Not familiar with that. Sorry.
No.
Are you guys?
No. Caravan of Courage? I don't know it.
A British show?
It's an Ewok adventure.
Oh,
from 1984.
Oh, do I ever?
Oh, yes.
That's
I know what he's talking about
for me.
Yeah,
1984. No way, man.
I was not born. I was just a young little lad.
Oh, no wonder he got really bad scores.
See, there was 2 other animated shows that came out when I was watching as a kid. There was one called Droids and then the Ewoks. but this was live action.
Why does
I don't know
Droid
if I've
sound
seen-
familiar?
Droids was just R2 and C3PO. It was like they played right after each other. There was Droids for 20-minute show, and then the Ewoks. But the Ewok, see, I think in this live action, the Caravan of Courage, I feel like the Ewoks talk, which was kind of weird. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was the animated one. Definitely the animated one. The Ewoks talk.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, December 2nd, it's coming out, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. 6 p.m. on a Tuesday. Okay. 420. Are we going to talk about that on this show?
Which one?
Skeleton Crew.
What comes out what day again? Tuesdays?
Tuesdays.
Yeah. Every Tuesday.
That's up to you guys.
Well, I
I'd be
thought
down.
you guys were talking on stuff on the other
On
show.
Sunday, yeah. But is that a pretty long ways away from the show dropping?
Yeah.
We could do
Little bit.
Fridays if it works for you, Sheldon. We'll talk about it. I do want to do it. I do want to talk about it. So we're working on a schedule. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of role do you think Jude, our favorite name, Jude, is going to play in this?
Dude.
I have a
Is
feeling
he a
he's going to be a
Jedi?
traitor. I have a feeling he's
Yeah?
going to be a traitor. Yeah. He's
It's
one of
gonna
those guys
turn
that
at
are
the
just
end?
like, yeah, I have a weird feeling about it. He's like nice to the kids, but then once we get to the treasure, he's going to turn on them, use the force on them, and then, yeah, it'll just kind of go from there. And then we'll get like a
He's-
season 2 where they go after their treasure and go after Jude Law. And
Like
they'll
he's
be a
actually
little bit
working.
older.
He's actually working with the pirates
Yes.
or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. Or he's trying to get back at the pirates and using the kids. Maybe he'll.
I was thinking maybe human trafficking. He could be an outlaw trying to steal people or something like that, and he gets
Mm.
caught.
Do you
Right?
think they're gonna?
He
do
could
you
be
think they're
lying
gonna
to the
show off
kids.
Hondo?
No, they
If
better
it's
not.
a piratey kind of theme.
Okay, we don't know
Yeah.
where this falls in the timeline, do we?
We
I heard
don't.
it was same time frame.
Oh, it's set during the New Republic era.
Okay.
So just after.
So definitely human trafficking. What? I feel there's something nefarious about his actions because he was in jail, was he not in the trailer?
Yeah, he was. Mm-hmm.
So
Probably just a Jedi just looking out for himself now.
yeah, like a selfish, maybe a pirate that's a selfish, right? And lures these kids to maybe trick the kids into finding something that he wanted.
He's like a Balin skull, but not without honor.
Well,
Or he
like,
doesn't have honor anymore.
He probably needs these kids for some reason, and then they do discover it, and then he snatches it from their hands. Right?
Force grip.
I think that'd be pretty cool. That it turns like heel. At the last episode says, "Yoink, give me that."
Mhm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yoink. Was that from Scooby Doo?
It's like stealing candy
Yoink.
from a baby.
Did you make a live action Scooby Doo movie? A real one, not the one that we saw like 20 years ago. So, really good one with scary ghosts. That'd be cool.
It's an actual Great Dane.
Yeah, it just licks himself the whole time. Oh man, we
Lord.
have fallen off the rails here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So December 2nd,
Yep.
two
Yep.
episodes drop on Disney Plus, aka Disney Minus, D Plus.
Are we going to be really disappointed if they're like 35-minute show episodes?
I won't.
I think they
I think
are.
Because you
They
can still
probably
pack a
are.
lot in 30. In
I thought I saw someone says it's gonna be 27 minutes.
Right. And 5 minutes of credits.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
I really don't like that. It doesn't
think
get you
you're
in
right.
the mood, right? Like,
Well, again, I can handle it if the episodes are good, if they're good and they're tight, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I
mean,
you know
we-
what? I'm not
We
going
used to have TV where 30-minute episode shows were a thing, and we were fine with it.
Well, they weren't even 30 because there was commercials. There were 23.
Right.
It was 8 minutes of commercials. So I'm going to really try hard not to look at the times of the episodes. I'm just going to.
No. Yeah, I
But,
wouldn't either. I would just enjoy it for what it is, whether it's short or long. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you might be surprised, man. I feel like they can, if they're good enough, they can do it. I mean, you just get more out of an hour. You just get more story out of an hour. But I feel like a good director will fit that in a 30-minute time slot.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing. There was like, I remember watching some Mandalorian that were like, 27, 30 minutes, but it still seemed, because there was like these moments, or even maybe it was Ahsoka, or where there was just nothing happening. And it's like, wow, they're still trying to waste time within that 27 minutes. Like, it's
Well,
like
I mean, an
almost like-
acolyte. The acolyte was a good prospector of that. It learned how to drag a story and retell the same story from the last episode like a million times over. So
Yes.
they're very good
Yes.
at that.
it's
It was
almost like there's like
Regurgitation.
well, the writers were like, so instead of like just writing, they're more like, how do we fill the time? How do we waste people's time? Or how do we, let's just go back. Oh yeah, let's recap what happened, and then
In different angles.
tell people over and over again.
In different
from
angles.
different- that's from The Simpsons
Yeah.
with Milhouse.
Yeah.
Now we have to shoot it from different angles. Yeah. Anyways, I'm still excited. You know what? No matter what, I don't think I'm gonna hate this series.
No, I don't think so.
I think it's not gonna it's not gonna like save Star Wars.
No chance.
It's not gonna get me back in.
Look, your thumbs up on
so
your screen. You missed it. There was a thumbs up on your screen.
Oh crap! I want the balloons back. Anyways,
Never gonna work.
so yeah, it's not gonna save Star Wars. It's not gonna save Star Wars for me. At this
It'll
point,
draw in a younger crowd for sure.
You think so?
It will give you guys a little tickle in your pickle.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I actually hope it doesn't do that, because that's too.
Yeah.
Then I got a
Then
problem.
you got to go to the washroom.
Yeah. No, then I got to go see a psychiatrist or something.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Even if it just has to be fun. It has to be fun, and there has to be no like, oh my God, look, this is from the Old Republic, and remember this was we talked about this in this other series, and this is going to lead here, and this is going to lead there. Don't do that.
I just want to see my kids' eyes open up. Go, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Because I'm sick and tired of them going on their iPads. So it'll be nice to sit in front of a TV screen from one screen to another screen. Have a bag of popcorn. That's all I want to do during the holidays. Just sit here with my kids and watch this show. And I hope it's fun.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I want. Please don't let me down. Please.
Yeah. Now, Sheldon, you got me thinking I should watch Harry Potter again. It's been so long.
It's a great film.
Well, the
series,
TV
man.
show is on its way.
No, that's
Yeah.
right.
And
10 seasons.
yeah.
What?
And J.K.
Wow.
Rowling is going to be involved with it.
And she
pretty
said,
heavily.
no agendas, no
Mhm.
politics. We're going to do
Mhm.
this by my book. And
It's,
she has,
it's her story.
it's
She made
exactly
sure
what I was going to
claimed
say. She wrote
all
it.
the rights to it.
Yeah.
Yep. All
It's her
creative
imagination,
control.
right? So,
Yep. So I'm looking
So-
forward to it. I am looking forward. I'm curious to see what they're going to do in terms of
technology's advanced, man, since the last time they did
Yeah.
those movies.
Plus, I mean, what
AI
I'm
will do all the
excited
work
for is
now.
we'll get to see things in there that really they didn't show off in the movies that they had to cut out.
Yep.
Because those books are amazing. And there's a lot of info in those books and a lot more backstory and lore to these characters with that. So
Mhm.
they can actually flesh it out quite well.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great for HBO Max. I think they're salivating at the thought of that because that's going to get a lot of people to subscribe to their
Oh yeah.
subscription based. So be interesting. Anything else before we sign off for today?
No,
We don't have a
just,
show next week.
Yes, we don't have a show next week.
We're busy
we all have
Christmas
Christmas
shopping.
Yeah.
So we won't have a
exactly.
show next week, but we will have a mighty show.
Yes. I
This
am caught
Sunday.
up.
Yeah.
Wow.
I am caught up. It took me a while, but
You watched today's
finally-
episode
Silo.
too?
Episode 4?
Episode 3 today.
3.
Oh, 3. Yeah, sorry. My bad. Yes, I did watch episode 3.
Silo. They're talking about Silo because in case
Silo.
people are.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. We should have done a show last week, but I was
Sheldon
still
dropped the
behind.
ball. He didn't do his homework.
That was my
so
bad.
He's
But
busy
this
enjoying
Sunday,
life.
this Sunday we will get on it.
Yes, we'll do a 3-episode breakdown, and we'll get caught up with the weekly episodic of Silo. Loving it so far. So, what's the tab says here? I hope they keep Hermione in as since they call her Mud Blood a lot. Not a good thing for a diverse character. I don't know.
I hope they keep Hermione as his. I mean,
As
why,
his
why
wife.
wouldn't they keep Hermione? She is a
They would-
mudblood.
Yeah.
I'm a little
They-
confused.
I don't know. That's up to JK. So
Well, if anything, it's going to be like you said, Sheldon. This series is going to be more true to the books than the movies were.
Yeah, and I'm
Because
kind of hoping they bring the play to life, the Cursed Child, because it's supposed to continue a little bit where Harry's grown up and he has his kid, and same with Snape or not Snape,
Draco.
Malfoy. Yeah, Draco
Malfoy.
Malfoy's kid.
Draco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we sign off, we have a couple things to do, some housekeeping stuff here. We are going to do our favorite movies and favorite duds of 2024. We'll
not just movies, series as well. Last year we did show.
Yeah, TV series as well. We have two episodes left before we sign up for the year for the holiday. So we will maybe do a dud one week and a stud the next week. We could do something like that. We'll make a decision. We'll go from there. We'll look.
Let's wait and see. Wait and see what the news is like. Our second last week, because if there's a lot of news, then we can. Because last year we actually did it all in one episode where we did all the worst shows, all the best shows, all the worst movies, all the best movies. So
you could put it. Gentlemen, you do have to wear a tuxedo because it is very auspicious moment for us. So do wear your best. I will have a bow tie on.
Just is this a thing? Did you guys wear a tuxedo last year?
You're
just making up rules, man.
Sheldon, come on. Play along here. Jeez.
I mean, yeah. Because Sheldon, it's your first time. You have to buy us like food and drinks and stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just kidding.
We could do that if you want at the office, but also we have our show on Monday night at 8 p.m. Pacific time. It's the A&R Geekly. It's a collectible show with some pop culture news here and there. We throw it in there, and the world famous dad joke that D loves so much, and everybody else does. So join us for that as well. And then obviously here Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Pacific time on this beautiful group of people here that I have in front of me here. Also, we have the lovely Carolina doing the topics on our site at astonishing.news. And then Sundays, we are doing a TV show review. Right now, Silo. It could be mixed in with Skeleton Crew. That's going to be fun. We might do that. So stay tuned for that. We'll announce it, everything. Go to our social media handle at A&R Universe on X and Instagram. Go follow us there. Send us some comments, some things that you want us to talk about. We'll do that on our shows. So with that ado, say bye. Adios.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.
Anything?
Get
Nothing?
the bubbles.
Oh, where's our balloon?